Welcome to Rex Arthur TV. This is the Rex Arthur Show, where we discuss LGBTQ issues with an LGBTQ approach and an LGBTQ perspective and a humanistic approach in an LGBTQ plus planet. And today, as we are coming to the end of the year 2018, we want to go through the number of people who came out. You know, every year we have people coming out as LGBTQ. And so we want to go through the 40 notable people who came out in 2018. And then we, of course, then we'll be done with the video. So number one, we have this looks like which lady, what's her name? They've covered up her name, and Miss Lane. And she is, I think, I can't get her name now, Sasha Lane. And she is the American Honey actress and came out as gay in late January while discussing her sexuality at a press junket at Sundance. So she came out as gay. And as I told you, there are more people who are closeted in the world than there are out. That's why it's an LGBTQ plus planet. And of course, majority of the people in the planet are not out. But that doesn't mean they are not LGBTQ. They are. It's just that they do not show it or do not come out and say they are. So Sasha Lane, she is gay. Number two, we have Reese King. There he is. Handsome, nice eyebrows. And he is a fashion model and popular social media influencer. Came out as bisexual in February. Yes, and this is one of the hardest. You know, most bisexuals naturally are very closeted. What I mean by that, they can have homosexual relationship without telling their heterosexual partner that they are homosexual, much as they are heterosexual. And so there are very many bisexuals, even in the LGBT community, especially the ones who are out, who are actually out. So for Reese to do this, it is impressive because, you know, it means 80% he's going to be with a partner who is bisexual or a partner who can live with him in his bisexuality. So we just want to thank Reese King for coming out as a bisexual. Next is DJ Felix Jane, and there he is, looking very naughty in that black tie and white shirt. And he came out as bisexual also in Friday. He was the creator of the hit Cheerleader. Sometimes I was more interested in girls, sometimes more interested in boys, he explained to weekly German newspaper Die Zeit. As a teenager, that influences you, and when you realize that you also find guys attractive, that can make you unsure. So he was going through a lot of uncertainty and finally chose to say that uncertainty meant that he was bisexual, because he'd find men attractive much as he would find ladies attractive. So yes, it happens to some people that they are attracted to both men and women. And with bisexuality, I want to do another video. You can be single, a bisexual who is very loose, and you just have sex with your partners, and not necessarily do a wedding. You know, you can be a single pansexual, you can be a single transgender, you can be a single gay, you can be a single intersex, you can be a single asexual. It's up to you. I believe in a liberal world where people should not be forced to do things they don't want to do. Do what you've got to do and do what you want to do. So congratulations to DJ Felix for coming out as a bisexual. Then we have Lee Space. Although he wasn't happy about being asked about his sexuality in an interview, he came out in March. And they haven't told us his sexuality. So, yes, there's some people who, when you're interviewing them and you ask them about their sexuality, they're really not happy to talk about it. Because sometimes when you tell people your sexuality, they judge you, and they can come and tell you, okay, since you say you're gay, so I want you to do this ABCD. Or since you say you're a lesbian, I want you to do this ABCD. Or since you say you're a transgender, I want you to do this ABCD. And if you don't do it, they make you feel like, yeah, then you're not that. That's not your sexuality. No, that's not how. So some people, for the sake of avoiding a lot of criticism and judgment, they choose not to tell people their sexuality. And that's why I've told you, majority of the world is closeted. Majority of the world will remain closeted for some time, until one day the world is going to make sure that telling the world and your identity authorities your sexual orientation will be part of census. It will be part of your identity card. It will be part of your CV, and that's when we'll be really fully in an LGBTQ plus planet. We have already started being in an LGBTQ plus planet because majority of the countries in the world are out, or they have accepted LGBTQ rights. But only 70 countries are still closeted. But as time will come, they will come out of the closet. Then after that, nations will now have people who will say, I'm a transgender CEO, and they won't feel bad. They'll walk with the identity card. It's showing the sexual orientation. It's showing, oh, people know who you are. You know, that's what's going to happen in the years to come. Wow, look at that smile. This is, what's his name? I can't get the, Joey Polari, and he's a 23-year-old American crime and love Simon actor. Publicly came out as gay in March during an interview with the Advocate, where he recounted how he has been out to his family and friends since he was 18. I think what my family and friends knew on some level, I think maybe 2 people were shocked. My mom knew. She laid hints for me everywhere. Wow, yes, I always tell people mothers know their gay sons. They study them and they see how they behave, and they look at them quietly and say, yes, this is, I don't know, I think they have an instinct. They're very instinctive. And because, mothers take care of their children, they know them more. They spend more time with children. If you spend more time with your child, even if you're a father, even if you're a man, you will get to know that child. And that's what you need to understand about sexuality. Sexuality, even in your partner, you have a partner and you got married to them, or you're sleeping around with them and you're relating, and then you realize something about them. They act differently than you'd think, and then that's when you get to know more about their sexuality and how they express it. And what you need to come out of is, do not live in the generalization of sexualities, whereby somebody says, oh, I am all gays must be limp wristed, and all gays must be wearing fancy clothes. No, that's not true. I was telling somebody that there are even poor gays, and you can't see them. You can't even tell they're gay because of their poverty, but they're still gay. You can see a bisexual. You think a bisexual should be married or should have a wedding ring. That's not true. You can see a bisexual doesn't even need to have a wedding ring, but they are bisexual. And maybe the only people you can really tell they are transgender is the transgender community, because they are very flamboyant in their dressing. But even then, it's still hard, because some people are transvestites, some people are transgenders, some people are transsexual, but all the transes fit together. Yes, even a transvestite is in the group of transgender, like they're both transes, because a transvestite, the moment you wear a lady's clothes, you are in the trans group. Yes. And I say this with authority because of one thing. Especially if you are a very spiritual person, there is a very significant meaning when uh, an opposite sex wears the clothes of the opposite sex. Very significant. Like, I was talking to somebody, and he's a friend of mine, and he made an observation that he finds, I think he's very conservative. So he was finding that he sees women wearing trousers and all of these things. And I told him, yeah, it happens. It's part of the life, today. And it's one sign why ladies wear trousers is, apart from weather reasons, weather issues, there is that desire to be manly. And of course, Sigmund Freud wrote about penis envy, which many feminists don't like talking about. And Sigmund Freud said that because the men tend to have a phallus is very enjoyable, or that's what it's assumed by females, that having it is good. Of course, when you have a phallus, you don't know how it feels to have a vagina. So you will always praise the phallus, unless you are a transsexual, because some transsexuals and transgenders don't feel like having a body part. So the body part they were assigned to have. So that happens to them, and it's very natural. And so you find them, they feel like, I don't want to have a dick, or I don't want to have a vagina, I want a dick, I want to wear trousers. That's the feeling. So the trouser revolution that women acquired of years ago, and now they do wear it normally, is actually a sign of it's some sign of trans culture. Yes, it's a transvestitism, which is trans. It's I desire to be a man. Even though they may be lesbian or straight, they have that trans desire. That's why, as we go deeper in sexual science, you will realize we are actually one sex, and we all go through the spectrum of the sexual alphabet. All of us, we go through it. There's a time you can be asexual, even though you're very sexual. Like, I have a friend of mine, he told me he wasn't going to have a lot of sex, because he wants to put his life in order. So, economically. So what he did, he reduced on the sexual activity to focus on putting his life in order. So it's a sexuality in a period of time. Then after he's in order, he goes back to his sexual orientation of that is of him. So there is something deep about sexual personality, is that we are everything, just like Christians sing God is everything. Even us as humans, we are everything sexually, and we can be, or what I call it potential. We all have potential to be everything sexually. Yes, you have potential to be gay, even if you're straight. Reason being, you have an anus. Like, everybody has an anus. And so you have potential to have anal sex. Of course, anal sex is not gay sex, it's just anal sex. But what I meant is that if you were to have sex homosexually, you have the potential, as long as you have a tongue, you have a finger, you have an anus, yeah, you can have it. And so that's potentiality. That's why you can find some straight people, they do gay sex. And so we are actually, what I'm trying to say, we're in sexual singularity. It's just you as a person. It's up to you to come into the cloud of sexual singularity, whereby you are everything sexually. And the beauty of sexual singularity, and declaring that you are a walking 10, because you are carrying the sexual personalities of the 10-letter sexual alphabet, it relaxes you. Gender fluidity. There's a very good video I watched. It was on my theological channel by a very nice gay guru. And he was discussing how people are gender fluid. And I said, yeah, I can relate to it. Sometimes we are everything. And reason being of time. We're in a moment of time, and we are visual, and we have feelings. So sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you don't have a central sexual personality. Yes, you do have it, because there is one sexuality that really makes you happy and really keeps you cheerful, and that's what you focus on. So enjoy sexual singularity, enjoy your sexuality, know who you are, your sexual orientation, and live in it. So this friend of mine kept on saying, oh, the lady is wearing trousers. And I said, yes, it's cultural, and some sexual orientations are strictly cultural. Like, we went to the village recently, and the women were wondering, the rural women were wondering, how is it that ladies can wear trousers? Because the ladies we were with from the community, from our community, LGBT community, were wearing trousers. And they were like, how is this happening? And we said, no, it's possible. And, some people have that feeling that these are women who are bad, or they don't respect men. And that's not really the issue. The issue is, these are women who are, you could say, masculine, even though they are still women. They are masculine. They are happy. And as I said, we are all intersexual. Yes, we both have a male and female side. And you are free to exercise either side at any time. Yes. You can even stay and die in your masculinity, even if you're a woman. Yes, you just stay in your masculinity for life. And then others can stay in their femininity for life. A man can stay in his femininity for life. A woman can stay in her femininity for life. A man can stay in masculinity for life. A woman can switch. Today she's masculine, tomorrow she's feminine. No. Yes, that's the beauty of life. So once you know who you are more relaxed with your life. And the only thing now you got to do is focus on what you want, because you now know you have potential to be anything, like what God said. I mean, not God, but like the Krishna. He's a God who changes. He changes. And even God of the Bible, he's angry, then his time is happy, the time is full of joy, the time is full of sadness. And that's human nature. We change, we switch. And then sometimes the same Bible says he never changes. So you find there's people who never change. They just remain in their sexuality. Like once gay, always gay. You feel happy in that. So let's enjoy and explore our sexualities. But I would advise you to have one station, even though you could be everywhere. All right. The list is so long, so I cannot be lecturing too much here. Alison Stoner, she's a 24-year-old actress. There she is. She has appeared just in time. And best known for her roles in Step Up and Disney Channel's The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, an appearance in Missy Elliott's video talking about embracing her sexuality and coming out, how she's attracted to people of every gender, identity, and expression. So she's a pansexual. So we are very happy about these pans. Very many women are pansexual. It's very weird, but it's good. All right, let's go on. This is Abby Jacobson, and she is came out as a bisexual in April, and she is also attracted to multiple genders. And she says, I kind of do it both ways. I date men and women. Yeah, you can date men and women. And actually, bisexuals to me are the richest sexual orientation in the sexual alphabet, and maybe pansexuals, because when you date, dating takes money, and so it was. I mean, imagine dating men and women. Like, what are you looking for? Personally, I would just stick to one class, and I just date that one. And I personally, as you know, my orientation, I've already said it. I don't need to say it over and over again. So some people, they can, as I told you, when you have money, it's very easy you are very free to explore. And the best sexual orientation when you are rich is bisexuality and pansexuality, because you can meet with everybody and you can date as many people as you want. All right. So, congratulations, Abby. All right. Next is Ronan Farrow. This is an investigative journalist who helped to spark the Me Too movement. With his reporting for the New Yorker uncovering the film producer, and Farrow was tight-lipped about his sexual orientation. He being presented with the Courage Award by the Fellow Point Foundation. Thomas, he said, being part of the LGBT community, which recognized the reporting I was doing early on and elevated it, and has been such a stalwart source of support through the sexual assault reporting I did involving survivors who felt equally invisible. So he is also out, and I think he's gay. So they haven't shown us the orientation. Okay, these are Deidre Downs and Gunn. Deidre Downs and Gunn came out after marrying her longtime girlfriend Abo Jones, so she's a lesbian, and saying our vows in front of our family and friends and making that commitment to the love of my life was the most meaningful part of the day for me. Wow, congratulations to Deidre. Look at them. They're almost going to look like twin sisters. The lesbians. Happy. Okay, here's another happy guy. Zenda Hodgson. He came out on his YouTube channel as gay. There is something that I thought was important to do for my own growth, for myself, to be unashamed, to connect to others, to connect to you more. I wanted to tell everyone that I'm gay, and although that doesn't change anything for me, and hopefully not for you, I just thought it was a really important thing to share with everyone. Yes, people ask, why do people come out? Why should you tell people about what you do in private? I mean, why don't you keep it to yourself? These are the things I always meet people, and they ask me, why do you have to tell people that that's who you are? There's a reason. One reason is there's something about freedom. And when you tell people who you are sexually, it makes you very easy to relate with them. Like, how do I put it? Like, you see, unlike race, you can't hide your race. People see you from a distance and they know you're black or white. So because of that, when you show people when people know your race, it makes you now try and understand yourself and connect with people who are like you. Now, when you come out, you get to know, okay, you're gay, I'm also gay, and this is who I am. It gives you that freedom to connect with others who are like you. And personally, I prefer out than closeted, because I prefer the freedom. Freedom smells good. Closeted, I know closeted has advantages. The advantage of being closeted is that nobody knows what you're doing. But sometimes for me, I like quick shortcuts, because closeted people, I've come to know, they have long cuts to get to them. They go through so many things, and I'm like, why? Just tell me what you want and we get to it. And that's how I do it for myself. So sometimes being out helps you to be free. Number 2, it helps you to address. It's good for somebody who can address the issue to come out. Number 3, it helps the young generation. There are very many young children who are LGBTQ. And if they never know that there are adults who are like them, they will grow up closeted. And when they grow up closeted, it becomes very hard for them to come out. And then there's a fear that if you come out, people may try and convert you to not to be gay, So that's why very many of them remain in the closet. But I am of the view it's very good to know those who are gay, especially if you're a young LGBTQ person, so that it gives you morale and you know that the world is not bad. You know, like Tim Cook, he boosts me because I feel like I want to be like him. I also want to be successful, a successful gay man, and to show the world that actually you can be gay and successful, because Tim Cook is gay and successful. You see, Alan Turing, the father of computer science, gay and very successful because of the theories he formulated for computer science. So you see, we need to see these heroes out there. That's why we are doing this video, to show young people that there are people just like you, and they are out and they are talented. You know, people should not make straightened talent and think that talent only belongs to straight people. No, even gay people are talented, and that's what people need to understand. In fact, they are more I would say gay people are very talented because of the diversity. They are unique. You know, we are all unique, but some are more unique than others. Thank you, George Orwell, for that principle in philosophy, that we are all equal, but some are more equal than others, meaning some have a greater share of something than others. And that's what we always tell gay people, that we are talented. And yes, it's not a matter of pride, it's just a fact. Sadly so. Yeah, it's not that you're boasting that you can do everything. No, I have friends and I'm so happy with them. They are jack of all trades, and they're in the community, and I say, wow, yeah, that shows very quick learning, and that's who you are, you know. And not all LGBTQ persons are the same, you know. Some of us are different. That's what people also need to understand. That's why I don't like generalization or stereotyping both sides. You know, there's positive stereotyping and negative stereotyping. The negative stereotyping is that if you're gay, you're bad, and the positive stereotyping is if you're gay. These days, I don't play the stereotype game, because there are gay people who are good and straight people who are good. There are gay people who are bad and straight people who are bad. Good and bad are relative. What someone calls good, that another good. You put your what is good and bad, actually called, yeah, and like killing personally. But guess what? There's some people who advocate for death penalty. So what does that mean? Some people actually see killing as good in some cases. You see, because if killing is bad universally, then there should be no death penalty universally. But as long as there's death penalty universally, then killing is not bad to some people in some cases. So sometimes I'm a bit puritanical when it comes to universal principles. If we are saying one thing, let's all say it, or let us just accept that we live in a relative world, in a postmodern world, whereby what one calls good, another calls bad. One man's meat is another man's poison. All right, thank you for our friend here, Zenda Hodgson. Next is Kevin McHale. He had a relationship with Austin. There he is, very happy, nice eyes, topaz green, and he's with Austin, and confirmed his sexuality on Twitter after Ariana Grande's new single No Tears Left to Cry. And he's gay. That's how he came out as gay, when he tweeted that No Tears Left to Cry is gayer than me. And that's how he came out. Okay, congratulations to Kevin McHale. Next, Janelle. Oh, one of my best musicians of this year is Janelle Monáe, together with a Nigerian group called Osun. And whom else have I really enjoyed musically this year? Oh, Troy Sivan. Oh, actually, this year is an LGBTQ music year for me. I have really enjoyed the LGBTQ music artists, Troy Sivan and RuPaul. Oh my God, RuPaul's dance song. It is a song of the century for dance. I can't stop enjoying the dancing to that song forever. The beat is out of this world. So I was so happy with 2018 because I really took time to listen to LGBTQ musicians. Um, of course, um, the other times I've been listening to music, I have only been with the usual secular artists like Beyonce and Rihanna, especially Rihanna. She's one of my favorites, and of course Alicia Keys has been on and off, but she's also another favorite. But this year, I got to, of course, I knew about LGBTQ artists around, like when Sam Smith came out and Frank Ocean, and they did very well. So of course I knew them, and they were good. Like Sam Smith was out of this world. He has a very nice voice. So does Frank, and but that was just about it until I started now searching for LGBTQ artists that are good in the musically, and that's when I stumbled on Troy Sivan, and Troy is amazing. He can sing. But Janelle, oh, the video is too out of this world, and the music is very wonderful. So she came out as queer, and she has different identities of pansexuality and bisexuality. Being a queer black woman in America, someone who has been in relationships with both men and women, I consider myself to be a free ass motherfucker. Alright, way to go. Janelle, go and listen to her music. It's thoroughly, thoroughly out of this world. And look at her queerness in the dressing. It is thoroughly out of this world. Congratulations, Janelle. We will always listen to your music. And Cassandra Bankson. This is a YouTuber with 800,000 plus subscribers and came out as gay. So she is a lesbian. There she is, enjoying doing YouTube just like I do enjoy doing YouTube. Hennessy Carolina. Cardi B's cool AF little sister. Hennessy Carolina talked about her girlfriend and her bisexuality in a June Instagram post. If you can't accept the B in LGBTQ, then please don't speak up for the community if you can't fully understand all of us, she wrote. Yes, you have to accept the B's accept. And to me, I highly respect the B's because they are the main people who naturally reproduce for the LGBT community. So I highly respect them for that function. They are able to engage in heterosexual sex and therefore reproduce. That's if they are fertile. You know, you can be heterosexual and you're infertile. But as I've said in my videos, we are all fertile thanks to new asexual reproductive methods that are available to everybody. So everybody is fertile and everybody can actually have a child from their own blood, even if you're gay. Yes, even if you're lesbian. Okay. Colin Martin, there he is. There, I loved his story. And this is a Major League Soccer player. Colin Martin came out as gay in late June during the Minnesota United soccer team's annual Pride Night. Congratulations to Colin. This is very hard, as for most sportsmen, they tend to hide their sexuality for many reasons. But for Colin, he came out as gay. And as I've said, in some scenarios, it's good to come out as gay especially if it's in a club or in the office, so that somebody doesn't accuse you of assault or anything, because somebody just looks at you and says, this guy, he touched me and he did this. I don't know what he is, maybe he's gay, and then people frame you for other things. Yes, it's better when you tell them you're gay and they see you staring at them. They'll understand, yeah, I remember he's gay. So you would have a problem with that. So it's good to be open about who you are. In the workplace, you're free. I mean, sometimes people look at you and wonder why. No, just do and be who you are. Okay, Jessie Page. There she is. I don't know whether she uses that pronoun. We are also learning how to use these pronouns. As we say in Africa, mpola mpola or pole pole. We are trying to learn how to address people by their pronouns. Yes, it's not an easy thing, but we will get there, just as long as we keep on learning. And so she also came out this year, Jessica Page. Amanda Sternberg, and she is the Hate You Give star, came out as gay. Congratulations. I'm gay in official print. Good, Amanda. Tessa Thompson came out as bisexual. There she is. As we said in another video, I like how Hennessy is always advertising everywhere. As we said in another video, more women are bisexual than men. And men, the order is straight women, bisexual women, lesbian women. Then for men, it is straight men, gay men, bisexual men. So that's the order. So there are more men who are gay than bi, but there are more women who are bi than gay. That is a weird thing. And I think it's because of the biological function. Women, the desire to have a kid and the pressure to have one is very high on them. But mostly, not even pressure, just the desire to have a kid is very high for them compared to a man. Men don't really dream of doing that, having kids, unless they are very feminine, in my view. Don't take that to be science. In my view, I think feminine men tend to enjoy to be motherly compared to masculine men, because masculine men like life. That's my view. So anyway, nonetheless, women tend to be more bisexual than men. Okay, Tessa is done. Now we have gone to Brandon Yuri, and he came out as a pansexual. There he is, handsome, nice. The lips are out just as the eyes are out. And he's married to a woman, and I'm very much in love with her. But I'm not exposed to a man because to me, I like a person. Yeah, I guess you could qualify me as a pansexual because I really don't care. So he sees another man. Oh, let's get busy, even though he's married to a woman. So he's a pansexual. All right, congratulations, Brandon. Rebecca Sugar is she non-binary? That's what I'm seeing here. And so sorry, the cover is a bit, the background is dark, but we can read nonetheless. Yeah, she's out as a non-binary. And non-binary means she doesn't call herself man or woman. She is just she has a gender. So that's a non-binary people, and these are the ones who don't use the pronouns we use. All right, so thank you so much to Rebecca. Let's get to Derek Chadwick. He's very famous. Derek Chadwick is a model, and he's on Gay Times UK magazine, but he made racist comments about Beyonce's hair, and he said he came out and had been talking about his sexuality online for years. He He even made a now deleted YouTube video about when he knew he was gay. So don't worry about Derek. He's a bit interesting. He's gay, but of course, talked about Beyonce's hair in bad light, and somebody and many fans did not like that. But nonetheless, as I told you, you can be gay and you make bad comments. You may not be good in how you speak. You may not be well cultured. It happens. Not all gay people are the same. Not all bisexuals are the same. Not all transgenders are the same. But what happens? What matters is what they get, what they want, and they do it. Good. Bex Taylor Klaus is a 23-year-old actor who has roles in Arrow, Scream, and Voltron. Legendary Defender came out as trans non-binary via a heartfelt Twitter post. Congratulations. Let's look at that. Wow. There is your trans man, Bex Taylor Klaus. And he came out as trans, but of course can't say trans man because he's a trans non-binary. Beautiful. It's unbelievable. These labels, of course, mean a lot to many people. And next is Max Bemis, and he wrote an open letter to his friends and fans, and he describes himself as a bi-ish or queer or a straight guy who can also like boys, so he's basically bisexual. Congratulations to Max. Then we have Josie Tota, and came out as transgender in a heartfelt essay published for Time magazine. And there you are, a very big paragraph we will not go through. There is the trans Josie Tota. Garrett Clayton is also open about his same-sex relationship, therefore came out as gay. And where he wrote the script for Reach, immediately I knew it was a film, and had been part of Have a Personality, dealt with suicide within my own family, intense bullying, and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's okay. We understand. We've all been there. There he is, very happy. Dimples all over the face. So you can be happy and gay. Good. Now, another handsome one is here. This is Tad Fujikawa. Looks like a golfer. Yes, he is the first professional golfer to openly come out. Congratulations. And he did this, so I'm gay, Fujikawa wrote on his Instagram account. Many of you may have already known that I don't expect everyone to understand or accept me, but please be gracious enough not to push your beliefs on me or anyone in the LGBT community. My hope is the post will inspire each and every one of you to be more empathetic and loving towards one another. Oh, it's so sweet. Yes, that's why people come out. It's just to make people understand and to be empathetic. Congratulations to Fujikawa. And then we have this lady. She is, I can't get the name. I'm trying to get, looks like an Yvette or a, okay, it's playing games on me. Oh, again. Is it Bridget Lundy Payne? Maybe. We'll just forgive ourselves on that one. And she came out as queer. Jake Choi came out as sexually fluid. Congratulations to let's see, Jake Choi. That's great. Next is who is this? I can't get her name. Dawa, most likely, and she came out as bisexual. Congratulations. Avram Divine came out as gay. Let's see the face. Yeah, there he is. Congratulations. You see, even gay people, contrary to what people believe, they think gay men, not all gay men are sporty. I mean, all gay men are not sporty. No, there are gay men who are very sporty, and Divine is one of them. Betty Who, I wonder if she's related to Doctor Who, and she has dated both men and women in the past, and we are very happy to say that she is bisexual. And there she is, Betty Who. Next is Anna Akana. And Anna casually came out and during her acceptance speech, letting the crowd know that she's a proud queer woman of color. Congratulations to Anna. Then we have Jake Borelli, came out in November in a moving Instagram post and came out as gay. Where he is, there he is, Borelli. And then we have Jaden Smith. Oh, congratulations. So lovely to hear this. Of course, we knew this, but I didn't think they were going to put him here. Oh, this is so sweet. Jaden broke the internet and made headlines in November when he announced that the rapper Tyler, the creator, was his boyfriend on stage. And I hear he has very many boyfriends. Wow. So happy for Jaden. And very happy for his parents. They, especially Will Smith. He is so, what a father, you know. You better stand by your son. You better stand by your children when they're out. So this is what he said, and he's so proud of his boyfriend Tyler. And that's true. So just so you know, wow. I think this is my best outie of the year. Okay. This was Michael C. Hall, and he is gender fluid, and he did this in a Daily Beast interview. Good. Welcome to the family. The out. You know, whenever you come out, you come to the out club. There's the closet club and the out club. So he's in the out club. Now, R.O. Kwon, Korean American, she came out as bisexual. And she also wrote it on Twitter. There is her book. She's busy with coffee and some pastry. Haven't really talked about it publicly. I think in part because I'm married, my first boyfriend, and part because this could be hard on my parents and family, but they aren't married publicly. Queer Korean American writers. And I just want to say hi. We are here. So that is R.O. Kwon, the Korean American author. Rita Ora, who had a controversy surrounding her single Girls, is a British pop singer, and she also said she has dated both men and women in the past. So that makes her bisexual, and she has come out as bi. Congratulations to Rita Ora. And now we also have Matty Healy. Matty Healy is in an interview with Shortlist, talked about his sexuality and how he's attracted to men in the past, although not in a necessarily sexual way. And he has also come out. So this basically means he is, I don't know, he could be a bit of confused, but he's gay. And do I want to do blowjobs with a guy? No. Do I want to kiss a guy? Yeah, kind of. So he's a bit confused. That's what I'm trying to say. Nonetheless, he is out, according to this magazine. Then we go to Jason Mraz. And though he caused controversy, sparing error, appropriating the term to Spirit, the singer, songwriter, opened up about his sexuality in July to Billboard magazine, and he said, "I've had experience with men." Marso told Billboard, "Even while I was dating the woman who became my wife." So basically, he is bisexual, and I think he made a mistake to compare himself to the Two Spirit, the Native American American Indian sexuality, where they believe that you can actually be intersex with the two spirit system. So I think he made a mistake to confuse two spirit with bisexuality. Okay. Lucas Hedges. This is an Oscar nominated actor, came out as totally not totally straight in a September interview with Vulture. And he was also in A Boy Erased, wonderful film and wonderful music on that film. And Hedges went on to recall that his sixth grader teacher discussing the broad range of sexuality. All right, so that is for Lucas Hedges. There he is with his topaz eyes. Okay, I think we are done. So these are the 40 notable people who came out in 2018. There you are. Cannabis gifts for the queer stoner. She is in cloud 9. That nice picture there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We have gone through the 40 people, 40 celebrities who've come out in 2018, and we wish them all the best as they live their lives out. Of course, not everybody comes out. It is your decision to come out or to stay in the closet, and majority prefer being in the closet for very many reasons, but also minority come out for various reasons, as I've already stated. Some come out to be role models, others come out so that they can gain celebrity status, others come out because it is a very good way of educating the public about who they are, and others just come out for freedom's sake, like I did that for freedom's sake. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Continue enjoying the holidays as we enjoy the happy holidays of Christmas, aka Saturnalia, until we meet again.